Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another empties video. My container is overflowing. I've already dropped it like twice. I want to go through everything, recycle what I can, and show you all the products that I used up since my last empties. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for supporting my channel, for all the love, the comments, the likes, the engagement, everything you do, for subscribing. Thank you so much, and let's jump into this empties video. Starting off with my favorite thing ever, which is Korean made sunscreen. You guys already know. This has changed my skincare because I am so sensitive to sunscreen on my face. There was a time in my life where I would skip sunscreen on my face in fear of the breakouts that would inevitably happen. There was very few that I had found at the time that didn't break me out, and a lot of them were extremely expensive, which was unfortunate because I would have to spend so much money, and I use sunscreen every single day just to have a sunscreen that didn't break me out. These do not. I haven't found a Korean made sunscreen that breaks me out, so I'm so happy with both of these. I have the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum SPF 50. This was incredible. I love this. I would repurchase it. The only reason why I didn't like it as much was just because of the pump dispenser. I really love this one though. This is the Takobo Bio Watery Sunscreen SPF 50. This has been so lovely underneath makeup. I love the dispenser on this. I know some people were saying you can't get it all out. No issue with this packaging at all. For me, it all came out. I do have another one on the way of this one because even though I love both formulas, I love this packaging and I love the consistency of this one even more than my Beauty of Joseon one, which I probably raved about in my last empties, but I've been since trying more sunscreen and I use this every single day and I cannot get enough. I do now have a coupon code with Stylevana, who is where I shop from for my Korean sunscreen. So if you ever wondered if you're Canadian or US, wherever, if you want to buy Korean made sunscreen, I buy from Stylevana and the code is ShopCheryl and it will save you money on your order. As an avid shopper on Stylevana, I'm so happy to have my own code to purchase all my Korean made skincare, especially sunscreen. So wanted to start off there. For makeup this month, I did go through a few products here, and there's water on everything because I just spilt my Stanley, which I've talked about in another video how I don't think they're worth it. At least the one I have, because it leaks. I've been really on an Hourglass kick for their concealer lately. I used up another one. This is their Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I just love the coverage. I love the finish. This is a concealer that is hit and miss with so many people. So you either absolutely hate this concealer or you love it like I do. And I feel like some people don't like this because it can look dry and maybe heavy on your under eye. It really depends on your under eye because there's some concealers out there that people love that I honestly do not like. So this for me works for my personal under eyes. I feel like it kind of fills in the area, smooths everything out, has the best coverage and wear. So I go through these and I wish I didn't, but I do, and I love the Hourglass if I really need some coverage. Then I finished my Rare Beauty Brow Gel, which doesn't even have a name on it anymore. I love this for the formula, the little tiny brush. It was honestly perfect for the eyebrows, and I love how it didn't have any cast or grit or any kind of goopiness to it. It was really nice and thin, laid the brows, and made them last in the place that you put them. So really, really good brow gel. Probably second to my Benefit 24 Hour. I still like that formula a little bit more, but I would 100% repurchase this in the future because it was really, really good. A couple mascaras here. We have the YSL, full of water, the YSL Lash Clash Mascara. I really like this. However, by the time I finished this, it got a little goopy on me, unfortunately. I have that issue sometimes with L'Oreal branded mascaras, and it doesn't happen all the time, but this one did do that near the end. It kind of takes out the stopper and then makes everything super gunky, which unfortunately happened at the very end, the tail end. I had to discard this anyways because it's been over 3 months, but this had worked really nicely for the volume and length, especially volume, and this wears. It wears so well, It's almost like a waterproof mascara in terms of how well it wears. That's why I wouldn't wear this every day, just because it was hard for me personally to remove. I did find my Marcel makeup remover pads remove this really good. So as soon as I discovered that for this, I was wearing it more often, and that's why I used it up, because I found something that I could actually remove it. So it's a really, really good one. I would repurchase that. I kind of want to get the brown one though, because that just looks like something I really like, and it actually looks like a brown mascara. So they make a really nice brown one. I've seen a blue one. This one was the black one, but I think I might try the brown one next. Then I love this mascara. It was just a mini. It was the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara, and I saw someone on TikTok use this, and I remembered I had this as a mini to try, and it makes my lashes probably the longest of any mascara that I've personally used. It is really full. It does give that lash extension sort of effect to the eyes. So I would 100% repurchase the full size of this. I loved it. Hourglass, for me, their products just work, and I love them so much. Sometimes we get a fail in there, but for the most part, Hourglass is one of my favorite brands. Then I used up the color medium brown in the Patrick Ta Major Brow. I love this so much. And then I recently discovered the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow, which is a nano pencil and the perfect medium brown. Also way more affordable. I'm using that one now. I was repurchasing this just for the color, but now I'm hooked on the CoverGirl brow pencil, which is good because of the price tag. So I'll link that one down below in case you want to check it out. But this is such a good brow pencil. I just go through brow pencils so often that if I can find an affordable option like my NYX CoverGirl, I'm going to be purchasing that over these more high-end brow pencils. I used up my favorite lash glue, which is from Velour. This is one of the very, very few lash glues that doesn't irritate my lash line. I was going through a whole stage where I couldn't wear lashes as well. I'm very sensitive. If you didn't already guess, my skin, my eyes, everything is sensitive. And this does not irritate my eyes, so I always repurchase that, have a new one on the go. I'm never without my lash glue. Then I have two setting sprays here. We have my favorite of all time, which is the Caliray Surf Proof Setting Spray. This is really great for the summertime that we're in because it truly means surf proof. You could be in the water and this is locking your makeup on. It is that good for me. It says it's clean, hydrating, and long wear. It's all those things. I like this more than Charlotte Tilbury personally, and already repurchased. Then I was trying to use up my Milk Hydro Grip because I recently bought the e.l.f. one that's supposed to be a dupe for this. So I'm using that one currently, and I really like this, so that's why I wanted to get the more affordable option. e.l.f. has been making amazing dupes, so I'm currently testing that one out. But I did really love this, and in the event the e.l.f. one doesn't work out for me, I would 100% consider repurchasing this because it does grip the makeup, but what I like about this is that it actually adds some glow to the skin. So if you want a more dewy look, I feel like this adds that hydrated look to the skin while also locking it down. This primer has been wonderful as well. It is the Beauty Blender Boost Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. I was really loving this in the cooler months and used it up then. I forgot how good it was because I'm a huge fan of the Beauty Blender Skin Tint, if you didn't already know. I rave about that all the time, and this just pairs so nicely with that, which I use almost every day, that skin tint. This is actually smoothing and hydrating, which I find to be rare. This consistency of it just feels so great on the skin. The only thing about this, it has a heavy scent to it, so I just want to put that out there if you are sensitive to fragrance. I myself am not, shocking, but that's something I hear that can develop over time, so just be mindful because this is heavily fragranced. It's supposed to smooth and grip makeup, plump and restore with peptides, and hydrate and nourish with ceramide. So really love all those things for my first step before foundation. I actually have another setting spray here. We have the travel size of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. As you can see, I've been trying to use up the little bits that I had left in product just to not have them laying around to free up my collection. And this one is second to Caliray, but in a pinch, I wouldn't care to use this if I never had my Caliray. This is really, really good. The only reason why I personally like the Caliray more is just the finish it leaves on my skin. It just looks a little bit more natural than this one for me, but all in all, fantastic setting spray. I already have a backup of this one too. All three of these are good, reliable, and have slight differences in them, which I love to test out the smaller ones just so I can play with different makeup. That's something I discovered, is that I should buy the mini if they have it, just because I love to play with so much different makeup so the full size doesn't expire before I use it up. But I've been really good about using up product, which you'll see in my empties. I've been really good. So I'm proud of myself for off camera, the usage I've been doing. And then for these are a couple of my favorite styles from Ardell. This is my favorite ever. It's the 858. I've talked about these for a while now, and I'm wearing a half of it on my eyes today. It's what I'm always wearing pretty much. And then if I want something a little bit more natural, the 424s have been really nice for their naked lash style. I used up a bunch of facial wipes this month. Typically I don't use up this many. Been doing a lot of swatches, just a lot of things where these have been coming really handy to have on hand. But I don't use these to actually cleanse my face or remove makeup at night. It's typically on my hands for swatches. The convenience of filming and just having something to clean at my desk. So that's kind of what I use them for, but apparently I've been really busy. And I bought a little travel pack when I was in Florida because I also use these to remove any sort of glitter if I have that on my eyes. That's something I want a disposable for. I don't use my reusable cotton rounds for glitter product because that just never comes off. I used to use this nail glue that came in the Kiss sets, and I would save all the little glues like this and use them for my press-ons. I have found the most incredible glue from Kiss. I will put up a picture on the screen for you and also link it below. I have one nail off right now. I need to redo these, but for being on for, I think this is now 2.5 weeks, I just lost my first nail, I think 2 nights ago. So I've been filming with no nail, but I needed to do my nails today. I use that glue for my set right now, and I need to do new ones just because at the beach I got so much sand in them and they were just looking really rough, and I lost one because there was like a rainstorm gathering stuff. I injured myself. If you're following me on Instagram, it was so funny because my mascara was like bleeding down my face. I was a mess. I've looked better, but I wanted to mention that glue. I'm not going to be using those glues from Kiss anymore. I have found the most amazing one, and the whole nail routine I have now I'm in love with because these nails just fit my nail bed so well. If you're a press-on lover, you got to check out that glue. It is so incredible. It's a brush on and it really lasts. It is so good. Almost lasts too well because I was trying to take these off last night and I'm like, they're not ready, but I lost one. What do I do? I'm gonna have to soak them to actually get them off, which is extremely rare with press-ons for me. I never have to soak off my nails. I can usually just kind of pop them off. These ones I'm gonna have to soak. I have 2 skincare items here. I've gone through both of these before in an Empties. We have the Benefit, the Professional Get Unblocked Pore Clearing Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. I really love this stuff. I actually did a sponsorship with Benefit with this a while back after I had been using it previously, and I'm just like, yes, I love that oil, but I'm still using this oil. It's so good for melting off your makeup, and this one I keep in the shower because I like an oil in my shower and then I keep a balm on my counter if I'm washing by my sink. I need both kind of consistencies for me depending on where I'm washing my face, but an oil is really good in the shower and I really recommend this one. It's really good from Benefit. And then I have my Lancome Renergy HCF Triple Serum. This is the best serum I've ever tried. It transformed my skin. It brightened it, smoothed it, everything about my skin. I feel like that's been good. I can attribute to this. It's really helped my skin along the way. This was one of those products that I saw immediate results the next day, which doesn't happen with skincare apart from cleansing your makeup off, and you can see the difference there. But this, for just the overall quality of my skin, it's an amazing serum. It's really pricey, but I personally invest my money in this because of how it has changed my skin. It works for me. It's something I love. You just pump out and mix them together. It is so fantastic. I love it. I sing its praises. Anytime you see me with this, I'm always talking about how much I love it, but definitely check it out if you're looking for a new serum. It's my holy grail. Speaking of holy grails, we have my Colgate Optic White Renewal toothpaste, and I've been using this basically since it released. I don't even know how many years the Colgate Optic White has been on the market for. However, I just recently went to get my teeth cleaned. The dental hygienist and my dentist always compliment me on my teeth, on how clean my teeth are, how white they are. They just always say good things about my dental hygiene, which makes me feel good. But honestly, I attribute it to this. This is what keeps my teeth so bright. It's so good. I've used it for years, as I said, but I actually get compliments not only from you guys with how white my teeth are, but actually my dental team for my teeth. So I think it's amazing. They say for me to keep up what I'm doing, so I've been keeping up what I'm doing. It's keeping my teeth right. Also for mouthwash, I never really liked them or really used them until this, because this is very mild and it works for like 24 hours. It's incredible. And I found this because of Steph Babs Beauty. She initially got me hooked on this and I've gone through countless ones since. It's the TheraBreath Fresh Mint and it's oral rinse. It doesn't have any alcohol in it. No alcohol, no artificial colors or flavors, and it's supposed to fight bad breath for 24 hours. It's just really mild, does its job. If you're looking for a mouthwash, check this one out. It is so good. I just got a new flavor to test out, but I really love the mild mint. If you're sensitive to mint being really spicy or anything like that, the mild mint even my kids could use. It is that mild of a mint flavor. I have another little skincare product that got away from me, which I used it once and hated it and then gave it to my husband and he used it. But this is from Cetaphil, which normally I would think is good. This is a scrub, which I wanted a physical scrub instead of a chemical one. So I tried this out, but I couldn't get past the smell. Oh, it smells like baby wipes, like a diaper or something gross. I don't even think Charles liked it, but he just used it because I had purchased it and it was there. So unfortunately for him, he had to put up with the smell, but I would not recommend just based off smell. I have a self tanner here that I really liked. I've purchased this in the past, but currently I'm stuck on my Baddest Bod. I'm loving that, but this is a good alternative. It's the Bondi Sands Aero. This is an aerated self tanning foam. I just really love the application of this and how it feels, the color. There's nothing bad I would say about this, just that I've been loving my Baddest Bod more. So if my Baddest Bod was in this kind of aerated foam, that would be holy grail. Never changing that ever, but I just really like this because of that foam it does. It's just really pleasant for me for application, and I hate self-tanning, so if I can make the process a little bit easier, I like using things like that. Again, I put this with hair, but this is actually skincare. This is from Florasis, I think it's called, but it's their cleansing balm, which you guys know already. I'm a fan of balms. I need a balm and an oil. This was really good, really effective. It makes me want to try out more from Florasis. I just started using their cleansing oil, and I really love the balm, and I'm liking the oil as well so far. So like this, but my favorite balm of all time is still my Glow Recipe one, which is hard to get a hold of in Canada now, unfortunately, but it's still my favorite. And then we have the Pureology Hydrate Conditioner, which I've used for many years now. I really like this. I love the smell of it too, which is so random because it just smells fresh, like minty almost. I don't know. I really love the smell of this. It's so random. It's not something I typically would say I like, but I like it in that. And then for a hydrating mask, this is from Orbe, and this was fantastic. You only needed a small amount. This lasted me forever. It's their Gold Lust Transformative Mask, and I would repurchase this. It's very pricey though, so I'm trying to use up my other things that I have before I repurchase anything. I'm trying to be good about hair care and not buying stuff and that just sitting there, because I used to be really bad for that. And this is the Way Leave-In Conditioner, which was mediocre. It was okay. I know so many people swear by this, but I personally probably wouldn't repurchase it. I used to love this sunscreen from Neutrogena. I found other things that I like more though. I did still have some from last year, which I was using up. I have this Benefit and Mala Day in the Bay candle, which smelled really good, but it stopped working at the end of it. I love the smell of that though. And then another kind of Woodwick candle from the brand Woodwick. I got this during the winter when it was on sale. I got this so cheap on Amazon. It's their Coastal Sunset scent, which is so hard to say, but this burns so nicely and I love the crackling of a Woodwick and the smell. Perfect for summertime. So if you're looking for a good summer candle, the Coastal Sunset scent, the Coastal Sunset scent is really, really good and I recommend. And on that note, we're done our empties. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I did have a lot of product to go through as always because it was overflowing. Cannot wait to fill up my bin again with some products that I've been using up, and I hope this helps you decide if you've ever seen any of these products, whether you should purchase it or not. Tons of recommendations in this video of things that I swear by. So I love to always film these videos for you and share with you my absolute favorites, things that I actually use up off camera. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. And if you haven't already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.